Tucson, 54. Here it goes, here it goes.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
He's crashing, 61. Matchbox, right. Ready.
First down, and it's Pollard again. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First and 10. Howell. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
And that's the big fella's M.O. right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Second and 9 now. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Operating from the gun, Howell. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Get ready. Get ready.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Howell. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Down the line. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
What we got?
Operating from the gun, Howell. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Switch. H3218. Chopper. Echo. SOS. Ready, go.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, Massey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Yeah. We don't want none. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Watch the run. And go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. On 3rd and 2, Howell. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First down, Howell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Hey, check Michael out and check Michael.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Howell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. The side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Ready, 70 Indy.
They'll run here with Blanche. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 66. Bullet high.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Kill, kill, kill. Topper, topper.
On second down, it's Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
64, weak. Mike. 54's Mike. Exit. 54. Watch 54. You're not ready. You're not ready.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. To throw on second down, Howell. And Bolden brings it in, complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm here all day. Bravo! Spot 4. Mike, spot 4. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Go! Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike, Beacon, 132 fight. There's a party now. Check three. Tighten up.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Powell. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Powell. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Powell. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run it with Balaj. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. 30. 20, and he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 13. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Balaj. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
From the gun on 3rd down. Howell. And it's caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and sneak it here. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Protein spill. Alpha.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DJ Shark, 77 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Howell. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Howell. It's brought in by Bolden. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Howell. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Kill, kill, kill. Buzz.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Howell. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. at the 7-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Howell. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 4th down, Howell. And it is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line.
Trace don't travel. Trace don't travel. Hayward. 55, Mike, got 55. Let happen.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
80 weapons. 80 weapons.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 41-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And 10 yards to go.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. He's going to let this one go deep. going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A run for Pollard. And an alley to run. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That's another 49er first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tackle made by Rasheem Green. On second down, Pollard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Set, 50, plant. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.